Hey friend, Roger Christopherson here again with another first listen review. This is one that I was really looking forward to, and I do reviews really strange. I know I just kind of babble on about things, and I just say whatever comes to my mind as I'm going through the albums and listening to stuff. But that's what I like about certain review channels and stuff. And so if you like that type of thing and you like to just listen to people babble about music they love, this is the place for you. I'm talking about Mark Knopfler's new album called One Deep River. I have a really strange relationship with Mark Knopfler. Everybody knows him probably, from Dire Straits. And I remember as a kid, first learning guitar, even probably, I think this is even before I even started playing guitar, Sultans of Swing. I'd heard that, thought it was an amazing song. The guitar playing in that was just, the coolest thing. Back when I was really young, I just thought that song was great, and it is. And, and I grew up in, the MTV age, so when, Money for Nothing came out, that was huge. And I thought that riff was cool, and everybody, you can't not know that song. If you grew up in that age, you heard that song all the time. And that's kind of really where I came into know Dire Straits. Unfortunately, that album was their biggest album. It's probably my least favorite of theirs. Walk of Life, I don't care for that song at all. And So Far Away, I think is a beautiful song. That was probably the best song that they ever did as a band. And their earlier stuff, like Romeo and Juliet and stuff like that, and was it Tunnel of Love? The early stuff, the longer storytelling songs are the ones I really enjoyed. It was when they tried to be more upbeat and more rock were the things I actually cared about the least. So, they didn't really do much after that album, and Mark Knopfler went solo, and I didn't really follow him that much at all. And then one day I stumbled across an album, I think it was called The Notting Hillbillies, if I remember correctly. I haven't listened to that album in a really long time, so I may actually be saying that wrong. But I remember getting that album and thinking, I got it because Mark had some involvement with that. And I picked it up and listened to it, and I was like, wow, this is way different than what I was expecting. And I just remember that being really cool album, and I listened to it a few times, enjoyed it, and just kind of never picked it up again. I probably haven't listened to that album in years. Now, however, a few years ago I started watching a couple of videos on YouTube that had Mark Knopfler doing solo stuff, and for whatever reason it popped up in my thing, the recommendeds there, and I was like, wow, this is really cool stuff. I'm I really haven't paid any attention to what he's been doing, since he went solo. And this I believe this is his 10th solo album. Here is One Deep River. So I started listening, started collecting some stuff. I still haven't got them all, and which is strange for me not to have every album by an artist, because that's what I do. But his stuff is a little bit harder to find. I want the real deal. So it's sometimes the albums are you don't just go run to the store and buy them. You got to look for them. So anyway, been listening to his stuff, and his solo stuff is to me some of the most beautiful, relaxing, just I don't even know how to explain it, just awesome music in that style. I just love it. So when I heard this one was coming out, I was like, oh man, I can't wait. And this album is one of those ones where it falls in the category, it's exactly what I expected and exactly what I wanted it to be. Loved it. So a long way to get to telling you that this album is awesome. The whole album is very relaxing and chill. There's nothing really super upbeat on it. And then I don't mean it's boring at all, because it is not boring. His vocals and his guitar playing both just draw you in, and he has a way of writing lyrics that tell a story, and you want to listen to what he has to say. And his guitar playing enhances the he'll sing a phrase, and then his guitar playing will enhance something that he just sang, and it just gives it that more emotion. And he plays with his fingers. He's very well known for this style of playing. He doesn't use picks. He plays with his fingers generally. I don't know if he plays with picks occasionally or not, but he's generally known for playing with his fingers, and he has his own unique sound when he does that. And the songs on this, not a clunker in the bunch. It's more, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not blues, it's not country. It's his own genre of music. He just has this way of storytelling with emotion, and it's got a bluesy, jazzy countryish type feel to it, but there's more. It's more than that. It's like Americana thrown in there. It's just like all kinds of stuff, and when somebody that's been doing this for this long, I'm sure he's got influences from all kinds of music, and somehow he has blended it into his own style, and it comes out that way. And I really, really enjoyed some of the songs on here that are like the highlights for me were like Tunnel 13, which I thought was really cool. The storytelling on that one was like just very unique. It's like I don't know, like a bandit type story. I don't even know how else to describe it. It was pretty cool. The one that really like pulled me in really a lot was a song called "This One's Not Gonna End Well." I don't know, just the emotion in that song. It doesn't even matter what he was singing about there. It could have been any type of relationship or whatever it was. Just the way he sings it just was like, oh man, that's like this. It just pulls at your heart. I don't know how else to explain that one, but it's like I think I say that a lot. I don't know how else to explain that one because it's very hard to explain these things. It just reaches a point inside you that it pulls out that a lot of music doesn't do this. So it's like when it happens, it's kind of unique. So that's probably why it's hard to explain. And then the title song. There's every song on here is good, but then the title track, it's just like wow. That was a cool album. And it makes you want to listen to it again. So that I did. But I also got the bonus one. I started listening to the bonus disc. That one's a lot different than the songs that are on the main one. Those are a little bit more upbeat, and you can see why they weren't included on here. I'm not going to review that, but let's say if you get the bonus one, you might want to leave that as a separate one. Listen to it not in unison with this one because it's a completely different feel to it, more upbeat, and got a little bit of a funky thing going on in one of the songs on that one. But so if you get the bonus one, just like I said, just leave that one as a separate entity on its own and enjoy One Deep River for what it is, which is just an amazing journey. And get metaphoric, a journey down one deep river. So that's kind of funny, but it's a dad joke there the way to end this one. And that's where I'm going to leave it. So if you have anything you want to share, and any cool Mark Knopfler stories you want to share, or Dire Straits stories or whatever, feel free. As always, just feel free. This is all just our opinions and our stories here. That's what music is. It's just our opinions and our stories and where it's taken us on our journeys and whatever. So as I always say, like, share, and subscribe to keep the music alive, because this is one guy I would love to just keep hearing more and more from. And until next time, we will see you.